What's up guys, welcome back to Gamers Be Like, I'm Bond, and today we're taking a look at Genesis Alpha 1. So I do have a video up already of this game running on Xbox One X. It isn't enhanced though, unfortunately, and that gameplay is from pretty much the beginning of the game, like a beginning of a run. So what I've done for this I've decided I could show you guys what you can do a lot more from later on in the game. So I've gone ahead and I've played a significant amount on this save file. I'm probably 15 hours or so in. I've completed a Genesis. I'm on Continue Mission Plus. I'm doing more stuff, getting resources, trying to find another planet which I found. But yeah, so before we get into it though, Genesis Alpha 1 is a kind of a shooter management resource gathering game. I mean, you go to planets, you get resources to expand your ship and use your ship to get to other planets to get more resources, and eventually, hopefully, you will find a planet to house humanity on. See, there's not... It's really in-depth. There's like all sorts of crazy mechanics that can happen. Weapons to research, different types of clones to research, and then depending on the clones will depend on the type of like plants that you need on your ship for them to, survive and breathe. So you can see at the moment, this is my ship. It's obviously pretty big. I'm not gonna pretend that this is anywhere near like a good setup. I've just kind of been sticking stuff together and hoping for the best. She keeps talking about force field at full strength because I'm either in an asteroid field or some pirates trying to board that keep hitting it. Force field is at full strength. Yeah, there's mechanics on my person. So so we're gonna go ahead and we're looking for some O2 plants because this over here is my Genesis candidate, which I need O2 for. Which, if we open up the PDA, we can check this. So we're at 19 out of 20 crew, and I believe it's 20 BIOS as well, so we just need one more plant and we can actually do that Genesis. So here's my stats. I'm actually a liquid, not a human, but there we go. So I'll show you guys off my ship. So this is the tractor beam area. This is where you can use your control panel to harvest stuff from debris. So for example, from these I could get some sulfur, that one could get iron, this one over here I could get lithium. And then that'll come up here and you get that put straight into your storage so you can start using it. You do run the risk of aliens coming up with the debris though, so either underneath or above you'll get some aliens potentially. It's not guaranteed at all, it's completely random. The danger risk of the debris is listed. So for example, this one is a high danger, so if stuff gets on, it's going to be pretty nasty stuff. Like for example, these planets are critical, you can get critical debris. So yeah, and here's the warehouse. This is where you're going to grow plants and stuff to keep people alive. That's all O2. And here is the bridge, which is where I was a minute ago. Use this to like teleport around, or hyperspace around to different areas and for different resources. These guys will be scanning for what resources are available. Yeah, so that's the other thing too. You build clones and stuff, which I'll get into when we get to the clone lab. And then you can assign them to different roles to make stuff more efficient, make it go faster. So these are just crew quarters. This is the biotanks. This is where I store my biomass, which is kind of green goop that you get from enemies sometimes. Oh wait, that's the wrong way. So yeah, as I said, a very disorganized ship. This is a panic room, so if people board the ship, some of your crew will run in here to like, it protects them from them. I've only seen him use it a couple times, but usually a lot of people just die. Oh wait, this thing's still broken from the last time I was breached. So yeah, at the moment I have, up here, we have 4 shields, which is the maximum you can have. And as it stands of right now, I don't think they can board you with 4 shields, at least I've never seen it happen, and if they do, it is incredibly rare. But the devs have said they're gonna be changing that. So if you're into having an indestructible ship, I guess now's the time to play. But it's useful for me right now to show you guys the ship off. We'll do this real quick. So under here, you can find bugs and stuff. If they get on board, they'll come into these tunnels and start laying eggs and stuff, which can make your crew sick. If your crew's sick, they can die and start spreading infestation to other crew members, and it can get really, really messy. So yeah, you can come down here, make sure they haven't broken any of your energy nodes, and clean them out. You can obviously put turrets and stuff down here if you wanted. Now I need to find a way out. Uh-oh. I don't have any access here, so to get out I need to find one with it. Oh, here we go. So this is where it came in. So we're just going to go straight upstairs. So this is another greenhouse I have. This one's for... I think it's got KOH on it. Yeah. 102 and 3 KOH. That was because the first planet I did the Genesis for, that was that plant that I needed. So this is a storage. This is where obviously stuff gets stored when you bring it up and refine it. Or refine it, I guess I should say. If you bring it up from the tractor beam, it's automatically refined. If you bring it from a planet, it is not, and it will need refining. We'll get out of the greenhouse. So this is a decontamination thing, so if enemies were to walk through here, they get injured. I'm just kind of showing you guys all this stuff and giving you a tour of my ship, because just to show you guys how much stuff there is you could actually mess with in this game. It is pretty insane. So this is a reactor. This is where every node on the ship, whether it's a corridor or a building, will have a certain amount of energy that it uses. And you can build up to 5 reactors, and the reactors produce energy to be able to, operate those modules. So again, storage. Hyperdrive, this expands. If you remember when I was at the bridge, I was showing you guys around where you could tell hyper jump. The square in which, or the radius in which you can jump, is determined by how many of these you have. You can have up to 3, of which I have 3. The square is quite small if you don't have any hyperdrives. So it's just another reactor. So it's hyperdrive, right. So let's head up here. So I got some turboliths. Let's take me to another floor. So yeah, as you can see on my thing, I have a few different. So here's, I got a floor here, and then a floor further up, and then a floor obviously down below. So this is just another reactor. That's where we came up. This is a cantina. This is just for, like, I think crew can heal in it and that kind of thing. These are just the shields that I was talking about that make you, as of right now, pretty much indestructible. Having 4, I said the devs are going to change it. I mean, he said, the impression I got was that it's still going to be, like, pretty rare for them to get on board, but it's going to be more frequent than it is now, which is basically non-existent. Like I said, I've never seen it. So this is the weapon lab, workshop. So here you can research weapons. So I've researched a few. You need to research the weapons. You need there you go, weapon samples. So as you see on the right there, I have 0 to be able to upgrade the menu flak to level 2. So to get those weapon samples, you need to kill enemies with the weapons, and then you can collect the samples from them. They don't always drop them either. So here is medical research. Man, there's a lot you can do in this game. Explaining it to you guys is really dawning on me how much there is in this game. It is pretty crazy. I don't know where these blood splatters came from. These were here when I built it, so I guess it's built-in blood splatters. But yeah, here you research diseases. So if your crew do get sick, you can see I've researched Helix 1. The only thing is, I'm not entirely sure what I've only ever had one, like, kind of infection on my ship, and that was that. And I researched it, and the guy got cured. I'm not sure what happens, like, next time, if I'm immune to it or what. And now that I've researched it, if any of you guys know, be sure to put it in the comments. But yeah, I mean, there's obviously something important with that. So this is the clone lab. This is a very important very important module. So you come here to clone all sorts of different like races spliced with humans, basically. So, and each of them have different attributes. Like some are close to humans, like these guys. This guy, their intelligence is quite low, but their resistance is really high. So he's got quite a lot of health and he's immune to fire. Yeah, same kind of thing with him. Improves intelligence and speed, but weakens health. It's good for engineers. These are good for engineers. This creature's DNA improves intelligence and speed, but weakens health. So intelligence is good for, I believe, stuff on your ship. I could be wrong on that one, but it seems to be what it is. So there's all different types. Obviously right now I'm building humans to populate that planet. That's the clone workshop. Yeah, so oh, the other thing with clones is this game, if you die, that's it. That crew member is dead. And you will respawn as another crew member. So I'm not sure how many crew members I have.
Force field is at full strength.
19 crew members by the look of it. So yeah, once you die, you'll respawn as another crew member. So I could spawn as this guy or whatever, and then you play as him. All your stats and stuff and your weapons carry over, but you're then basically one life down. Your clones are your lives. If you run out, that's it, game over. You're starting again from scratch, which, like I said at the beginning of the video, this is about 15 hours into a run, so you could lose quite a lot, and that is probably the scariest thing about this game. Or if I died right now, it would be incredibly frustrating. But yeah, let's go check out a planet, because here's a deposit. When you bring stuff in, it's broken. Life form detected. Oh, got stuff on my ship. Postpone the tour, and they poison me. Is there anything else on this ship I need to worry about? Oh no. Is there anything down here? Where did those dudes come from? Probably got some more broken modules somewhere. Maybe. But yeah. So yeah, when you bring stuff in on your ship, it'll be here, and you have these robots that you can build more of that will take them into the deposit. And then from the deposit, it will get refined in the refinery, which is here. And then it will refine your resources. I don't actually have anything unrefined right now, but it will refine it into like usable stuff to build things or trade. I'll get into trading a little bit later. For now, let's go and check out a planet. So these have actually already kind of scanned to see what's on them. We're gonna go here and get this pine tree. What else was there? Oh, there's some gold and some aluminium nitrate. I actually need some of that. So heal myself to full. Grab some ammo. Alright. Let's go to the planet. So once you land on the planet, they're all randomized, but it's very much the same layout. You'll be in a circle. There'll be like a dome around you that you can't leave. Wow, it's foggy on this one. But here you can see the line here. If you go out here, you'll die. Like that. Gives you that warning. So basically, you run around and you just harvest stuff out of these modules. But right now we're looking for the pine leaf, so that'll be a green one. That was fungati or something. Other aliens and stuff can spawn on these planets, which is a good place to get, clone samples and energy weapon samples. Some over here somewhere. That guy dropped. What's that? Ooh, harm touch ability. Boom. So we got an alien ability, which right now I have the one on for improved sense, so I can see enemies easier, I guess, I think. You can research all kinds of crazy ones. There's one for like a damage buff for a short time, and that one I got I think is damage when people touch you. Here's the pine that we're looking for. You research those the same way as weapons and clones, which is I think something I might have forgotten to mention with the clones, is you do have to research them the same way you do weapons. So by killing them, they'll drop certain like DNA or whatever you want to call it, samples that you can then use to research them. And then to research the higher level ones, you need to kill higher level enemies, so go to like critical planets and that kind of thing. So we'll harvest up some aluminium over here. I don't think there was a site here, was there? No, site was on the other one. Something behind me. So yeah, this green stuff, this is the biomass. That stuff's used to research clones and alien abilities, and it's just used to heal in general. Oh no, these things hurt, from what I remember. And the shooting in this game is incredibly basic. There's obviously no aim down sights, and when you hold left trigger or whatever, I don't know what it is on PC, but you know, L2 or left trigger to like you aim as you normally would, it locks onto the enemy. So it's very easy just to shoot stuff. So if you're not really big on shooting games, you haven't got to worry about too much at all about having good gunplay at all. So I mean, look, I'm not moving the right stick at all in this. So you can break it away, but it does very much lock onto it. Hello. That was the game right there. That wasn't my right stick at all, so it's very easy, very simplistic. So all you want to do is manage stuff. The shooting really shouldn't give you too much of like a problem along the way. So your little outpost ship, whatever it is, harvester, I guess, maybe? Yeah, it's harvester. Has a little turret on the back of the door where you come in and out, so it can kill certain stuff for you. The harder the enemy though, will just kind of run past it and not really care that it's being shot at. So you're still going to kind of be on your toes. You can bring crew members out here, like remember I said you can assign members to roles. You can assign people to come with you, up to 2 people I think, and they'll help you harvest stuff so you can harvest stuff quicker, but they can also get killed out here, which is something I'm trying to avoid right now since I'm trying to get ready for a Genesis. So that's why I've just come out here on my own. Die, thank you. We'll take some of this nitrate. And this is the last thing. So you can carry 5 things per trip, per expedition. Yep, harvester's full, so we'll go ahead and we'll leave. Go back to the mothership, whatever, base.
3, 2,
Life form detected. So yeah, there's actually a lot of information on your arms, which I'll quickly run down when we get back to the station. So that 180 number you can see there, that is your health. Obviously on this gun the 150 is the ammo, on that one's the 137 is the ammo. There's always something there. The little green dot that's just kind of to the left of the 180 is like your kind of radar. So if it'll be red around it, it will tell you whether the direction the enemy's in. And then if the actual green circle's red, it means there's something nasty on your ship and you gotta find it. And then that red kind of thing sticking out of your arm, that's your alien ability. So if I use it, it will use it up and start recharging again. So it's a really cool kind of HUD system that I quite like, to be honest. Kind of reminds me of Dead Space. Yeah, so we'll quickly get into trading. So we'll go here. There should be someone in. So yeah, these little like Wi-Fi symbols, whatever they are. That is a merchant. Let's see who's got the most stuff it can offer me. Okay, it's got 3 schemes. We'll go here. So yeah, to hyper jump, I kind of skipped through that a bit quick, but to hyper jump it costs uranium. And obviously in uranium it's just like any other resource, it's nothing. Here, if I... So you see at the bottom right, I have 9 uranium. It costs 1 to jump. So that's where hyperdrives become quite useful, because you can... he's got really nothing of value to me. Well, that's disappointing. But yeah, I mean, these guys, as you can see, it's grayed out down here because I have them, the Clone Lab 2, the Hyperdrive, and the Hollow 1. But you can, like, skip having to get samples for certain stuff by just buying it straight off a vendor. Certain modules, like the Hyperdrive and the Clone Lab here, and you could just straight up buy resources. So if you had an excess in iron, you could swap some for copper or platinum or whatever the guy happens to be selling. I mean, we can quickly go and look at a different vendor to see what they're selling. I forgot to click A, didn't I? Yeah. Whatever. We'll quickly go waste another piece of uranium. So for example, this guy's got Workshop 2, Power Shotgun 1, Mini Flak 1. Same man's got Mini Flak 2, I'd buy that right now. But he doesn't. I'm trying to remember where we just came from. I guess it was here? Or was it here? What was the planet we just came from? I want to go back there and...
Force field is at full strength.
I mean, it wasn't this one, was it? I don't know.
New materials have been refined.
Should have kept track of that. There's about like here, it's got a site that you can scavenge, and that will give you like a suit upgrade, or there's all sorts of stuff that you can get on there. If I can find the one we came from, whatever. We're gonna go back down. Is it this one? Yeah, we'll travel here. Yeah, so the green and orange stuff that you can see on the map right there, once we're done hyperdriving, that is green, and that's again where the shields come in. So like green are, I'm free to go in, pretty much free to go in the yellow as well, to be honest, because of my shields. If you didn't have any shields, that would all be red, and if you went in there, your ship's just going to get absolutely pounded, and yeah, you're not going to have a good time if you do that. So we showed off traders. We'll show off the site real quick, because there is one on this planet down here.
Harvester destination set.
And then I'll go plant the plant, and but yeah, I mean, it took me a while to get into this game, because I mean the beginning of a run is really, honestly, it's quite slow. It takes a while to get going, but once you get going, I personally think it's really addictive. They said I'm 15 hours on this run, and I'm like constantly, oh, I need to go grab this and go grab that. I'll quickly do this and I'll do that, and I've got like 50 things in my head that I'm trying to get done. Also, you can certain stuff that you get will carry over to other playthroughs. Like I believe there's artifacts that you can get that will carry over to other playthroughs, and then you can also unlock corporations, which will start you off with different kind of stats and stuff, which will have like kind of requirements to unlock them, kind of like achievements. In fact, a lot of them seem to be tied to like the same requirements as some of the achievements in the game. For example, you can start playing as mechanics if you kill 100 mechanics that have invaded your ship. So basically you just defend or scan this thing by standing next to it. Something's coming for me there. There they are. Oh, unfortunately, this is just Tom Voyage. I'm not really sure what these are. These are basically collectibles, I guess. They got a little, like, backstory on whoever the hell Tom is. I'd much rather have a suit upgrade or something. But for example, you see, I have 20% health upgrade, armor upgrade, speed upgrade, power shotgun, and mini flak will have extra percentages to them. Those come from armor upgrades, which you can find at sites very similar to that. They won't always look like that, but let's go back to the mothership. You guys don't want to see me farming minerals here. Can't get it. So yeah, basically, I mean, so you use all that stuff together, and you gather resources, you refine the resources, you use the resources to build more modules so you can get further into the solar system, so you can find the place for the Genesis. Once you find the place for the Genesis, you can then start working on, like for example, I'm working on, no, there's two things now, one for HCI and one for O2. So working on the O2 one to complete that Genesis. Once you complete the Genesis, I was a little bit worried about this when I first did it. I thought the game would just end, but it does not. You can use Continue Game Plus, which will let you just continue on and go find more planets to initiate a Genesis on. So yeah, I mean, I personally think it's a really cool game once it gets going, but at the beginning it is really quite slow and boring is, I think, a bit too harsh of a word, but I didn't think I was going to get into this game, but I stuck with it for a few hours, and eventually, like, it all kind of clicked on what I was doing, what I was trying to accomplish, and yeah, it's really got its hooks in me now. So if you're into management type games, I definitely recommend you give it a chance. I can show this off real quick. You can actually color your ship. Look. No? There we go. So, for example, just painted that. You could have it all black if you wanted. Which actually looks kind of cool. Might leave it like this. Maybe I'll have red floors. One of these is floors, I can't remember which. But yeah, you can name, for example, this turbo lift, we could name it.
Force field is at full strength.
We could rename the sign. Name it whatever we want. I'll just name it lift just so I can show you guys. Oh, I named that one. Whoops. So that's lift. Turbo lift. Whoops. Yeah. So make sure to, like I said, check this game out if you're into I don't want the walls red. What have I done? Oh wow, you can individually paint. Okay, that's brand new to me. So if I could have that pink, and then that red, and then that purple, and paint it? Oh no, okay, I thought it was going to let me individually do it. Okay, well now I have pink walls. That's not what I wanted. There we go. I think I quite like that. Hides the blood. But yeah, so I'm going to leave the video there because we're already at, what, 28 minutes or so. It's a lot to cover in this game, and I'm sure I've missed some stuff. There is an incredible amount of depth to the management in this game, but if you're into management type games, resources management and building things and trading and that kind of stuff, I definitely recommend you check this game out. If you're not into those kind of games, I mean, I think, at least for me, and I believe someone commented in the previous video, the trailer kind of made it look a lot more Dead Spacey than it was from way back when, and which is why I was interested in the game to begin with, to be honest. But yeah, if that's what you're here for, I probably wouldn't recommend it because it's not really anything like that. It is definitely a hardcore management type style of game that, you know, you go onto planets and shoot aliens, but that's really not the core of it. The core of it is harvesting resources and expanding your ship and getting better stuff and that kind of thing. And yeah, so let me know in the comments if you are checking it out, if you have checked it out, what you think of the game. Let me know, let me know anything. Feel free to say whatever you want. Make sure to give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Give me hit that subscribe button if you want to know, if you want to see more content, and if you want to know when that content go live, make sure you hit the bell. And I'll see you guys next time.